Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is my really late review, honey, for Raise the Love. But y'all know I was on a little bit of, reality show hiatus. Okay, to give me a bit of a relief and a redaction from the foolishness of reality TV. I am back. Okay, so this is my review for episodes 5 and 6. Okay, of Ready to Love. They are wasting our time this season too. Are they or aren't they? Okay, we will answer that question sometime today. Okay, now look, y'all know first things first. If you've not done so already, take a moment to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dot. Okay, y'all know to become a whole JayBird around here. Y'all also know to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter. Y'all know to like the video, comment in the comment section because this is a premiere. No, I'm not live. Okay, I'm probably right now either asleep or at work. One or two, I don't know. I'm either asleep right now or I am at work. We don't know. But thank y'all for watching this premiere. Nonetheless, be sure again to like the video, okay, and comment in the comment section, okay, and hit the share button to share me with those that you love, okay. Now look, those are the things. Now look, why it is 1:15 in the morning on Tuesday. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, I'm here doing a little review for y'all and whatnot, okay, for what is ready to love. Ready to, this season isn't as horrible as I thought it could, should, and might be, okay, but nonetheless, let's get to what we are here to get into, okay. Now, the last episode, we seen all the people round here, okay, all the people round here. One, two, three, four, five, all of them. Okay, we had Justice and Sharice and Samson and Kayla and Looney. Okay, Shakira, Swayze, Brandy, Randall, Kadian, Jamala, Mike, Trinika, Alonzo, and LJ. They all around here. Now I meant to have this as me being off camera, hence why I have my background up here. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this. Boom. Okay, because I ain't gotta be on camera. Because again, it's 1:16 in the morning. This is a premiere. So boom, there we have it. I forgot to put these as pictures. But let's move on. So the bottom three last week, was Justice, LJ, and Alonzo. Now, I still feel like they need to get not Alonzo, Justice. Justice need to get out my face. Justice needs to forever get out of the house, get out of the competition, get out on off the show. I'm like, how is Justice and his I don't want to spend no money ass still even up for anything besides elimination? Why is he still here? I'm so confused. Now Tommy told them at the little white party, no one is going home tonight. Okay, we're gonna give the people a few more days to figure things out. And so we then seen Tommy having a conversation with LJ, Alonzo, and Justice. Okay, telling them what the women was thinking. What y'all are for intervention for? Because he tells LJ, the women think that you are just here for fun, the fun loving island guy. Okay, he tells Alonzo they don't feel like you are really opening up to anybody. Okay, he tells Justice they feel like you are not pursuing anyone. All true with all three men. And they all say, I'm going to change. I'm going to change. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to be better. Well, it don't matter because one of y'all going home regardless. Okay. Now, I still want Justice to go home. I don't feel like there's any fixing Justice right now. I think Justice is a handsome man who might have a nice sized penis, and so he's used to getting his penis wet with folk, and I don't like it. Okay, the fact that he always said that he does not want to have a conversation on the phone with the women because they will end up talking about whatever is going on with them, and that may get taken over to other people. Okay, and he don't want no drama. Go home, Roger. If you do not want to look, if you do not want to have conversations with women on a dating show, why are you here? Go home, Roger. Leave. Get out of our face. It's stupid to me. Okay, now Cadian had a little group date. Was the group date? No, it was a go. Yeah, it was a group date. It was a group go-kart date. Okay, between it was Sharice, Justice, Cadian, Trinika, Alonzo, LJ, and Jamala. A huge ass group date that took up most of this episode. Okay, and I've had these notes ever since last week when it came on. Now, Trinika down here, curly hair, okay, feel like Zoe next to her purple suit is playing too rough because in playing the bumper cars or the go-kart race or whatever, he bumped her car. Okay, he was yelling, "Yeah, get out of the way, move." He was a bit extra, playing rough. Okay, playing rough. Okay, I was like, "Sir, calm down. This is you're supposed to be on a date, like it's supposed to be fun, yeah, but you don't really know these people and you're being a bit extra, but whatever, okay." Now LJ even felt like, well, he's being a bit competitive. Okay, he's being competitive, and when you want ride with women, you're not supposed to be as competitive with the women. And I'm like, it was a lot. Okay, now they didn't race the cars or whatever. And while they talking or whatever, he's like trash talking. He's trash talking to everybody. Okay. He then hears Sharice tell the ladies, "We gonna barbecue. We gonna barbecue. We gonna barbecue his ass." I was like, "You gonna cook him? Why?" Now he heard that he didn't like it. Okay. I'm like, is that a saying in Atlanta? Not Atlanta, in Miami. Is that a saying in Miami? Because he was. I'm like, is it a really bad thing? I'm not sure. So from that, a couple of things happened. Now, I don't like Sharice, but only because of how I felt Sharice talked about that girl on the first episode. So I haven't got over that. I'm still stuck on that. Okay. Now we do see that Trinique and Katie Trinique and Katie pulled Justice aside to talk. Okay. Now I don't think I even had any footage of that because I didn't really care because that wasn't much. Justice is an asshole from the Himalayas, and it will always be. Ain't nothing else to care about that. Okay, because it's tense. Because Kadian is the alpha. And when Katie for the need to be an alpha with another alpha, she gonna out alpha them, okay? And Trinika seems real mild mannered, real quiet, and she like Justice. I don't know why she like him, but she do. Okay, now I get tense when Katie and Justice start talking about Justice not calling Katie back. He said, well, it's probably because of the first conversation that we had, how it went. I'm looking like, what is going on here? So they then have this whole tense conversation about their last conversation over the phone. Okay, she DM'd him at like 2:34 in the morning or whatever. It was late, either 2:34 or one. Maybe it was 12. Maybe it was 12:30. I think 12:30 in the morning or whatever. Saying if you're gonna be up for the next 20 minutes, you saying give me a call. Okay, I'm looking like first of all, I don't want to DM anybody to come call me at midnight. Call me at noon. Okay, that was whatever. But he called her. And then she said from there he was being difficult justice. Okay. And he like, well, you was the one, and they was playing like, well, you said this. And I'm like, why are y'all? It was a horrible conversation about who said what first. Did you say hello first? Did you say God bless first? Did you say I don't know first? I'm like, what was the point of the conversation? It was as if he was trying to make it seem as if I was being really nice and you were being funny. And I was like, girl, okay? And it was just a horrible conversation because to me, Justice is a complete asshole. But also, Kaden can also be a bit of an asshole. But I feel like Kaden was being difficult in response to Justice. I think because of that conversation over the phone, them now in this moment, they're both being assholes to each other. But because Justice has told us what he's not gonna do, I don't like that man. And I feel like he doesn't have to respond to or say whatever to whoever, and I don't like it. And I think because Katie also senses that she don't like him. So that was a mess. Okay, a whole mess. Now Trinika then say, well, look, a lot of women feel like, they don't get you. Okay, they feel like you shallow. You're shallow, okay? And I don't think that way. I don't feel that, but others do. Katie says, no, you're difficult. Not shallow, you're difficult. I was like, girl, it was like they were just clashing. They just kept clashing or whatever. And then Justice then says, she just likes me. You know what I'm saying? Katie likes me. That's why she's so mean to me. When women are mean, it means they like you. I said, Nick, is you 12? You too old to think women are only mean because they like you. No, sometimes it means they don't like you. Okay, I'm gonna leave that be. But again, they had that conversation or whatever. Now, as they talking, they hear some fussing and yelling coming from over yonder. Okay, boom, over to Katie and Katie and to Sharice and Alonzo who are talking, and it's getting tense. Where they at? Now they over there playing pool. Now, to me, Sharice and Alonzo were both like on the defense a bit, and I didn't get why. I feel like because we seen them the last episode kind of trying to talk to each other, okay? And so it was weird. Now I know he was upset because of hearing her say they're gonna barbecue him. She was upset because she felt like he was being too competitive, and that shit went completely left and didn't never get that, okay? Now she asked him like why he not really like reaching out to her, you know, since he was almost at home. And he said, well, I just didn't think you were actually serious about me. You know what I'm saying? We have things in common, but, you know, is there an actual connection? Because I feel like you're just putting on for me. And she was like, well, no, I'm not putting on for you. You know what I'm saying? You came, you know, no, I came here open, but I'm not going to chase no man. I'm like, good, don't chase up. You do not have to chase anyone. I agree. Nobody should be chasing people. You should be trying to just get to know who you may like. You know, but she wonders, she's like, I wonder if you're interested in me or not because I do have other strong connections. He said, oh, well, good. That's fine. And she said, we like, she asked him, like, well, who are you connected with? He's like, well, don't worry about that. He said, no, that leave it alone, or whatever. He's saying, we not here for me and you to talk about who else I might like, but it came off aggressive. How he replied to her came off aggressive or whatever, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And he brought up how I see a side in you that I don't like. Oh, okay, no problem. It kept getting worse and worse and worse. Okay, now he keep playing pool, walking around hitting the pool balls with the pool stick, and she's wondering like why he's not stopping to fully engage her in this conversation. I would have walked away because he looked like he on some bullshit. I would have walked away, okay? Because again, it don't seem like she really like him, and it seemed like he no longer likes her. I can't entertain bullshit, okay? Now, as they talking, he tell her that he feel like she's fake and he don't like fake. Okay, he feel like whatever it is that she trying to have with him is not real. Okay, if it ain't real, I don't want it. I'm not fake, but I see you. It got weird. It got crazy. Now she pissed because he called her fake. Okay, bullshit is growing and growing and growing, and now he yelling and now she yelling and she upset because he's a grown man yelling at her. Now he had a pool stick in his hand, but because he's playing pool, it wasn't as if he went and grabbed the pool stick to be aggressive. I'm like, y'all was in the middle of playing pool, and it got heated. And I'm like, why? Where's security? Why can't somebody stop this? And I'm not saying I felt like he was being aggressively hard on her or whatever. I just feel like somebody there should have just said, you know what, y'all should have stopped talking. Stop, because now they're arguing. They're literally arguing with each other in a pool hall loudly. And that's when Kaden and them heard loud voices or whatever, and Kaden ended up coming over there in a minute. But again, they're arguing with them, and they're both calling each other fake. It's tense as fuck. Okay, it's really tense as fuck. Okay, now she does walk away, and that's when Kaden walks up, like, "Is everything okay? What's going on?" And he was going off on me. He was calling me everything. You know, he was going off on me, girl. He called you fake, and I feel like she felt. I'm not gonna say he wasn't being aggressive. I'm not gonna say he wasn't being extra, but I feel like they both was matching each other's energies, and she, in my opinion, didn't get crying and kind of scary until Katie walked up. Before that, it was head for head, and I do wish he would have walked the fuck away and shut up. Truth be told, um, but I also feel like it seemed like that's how that fool talked, and that's why he ain't ready to love, because you need to calm the fuck down, okay? Calm the fuck down. But I didn't feel like this was an aggressively abusive situation. I didn't feel like he was gonna hit her. Because I don't feel safe. I don't want to be around. I don't, what I'm saying? And then she sent a Katie. I don't care. I don't care, because I did not want him no way. He said, see, that was my whole point. And I'm like, oh shit. And the bad part for me about this was his whole point in saying to you, I think you're putting on for me. I don't think you really want me. That was the starting point of what an argument started. But her later on saying, I don't really want him. Like, that was my whole point. You don't like me and you're just acting like you do. So what the fuck are we here for? So while I understood him saying to her, you're fakely liking me, it just kept going higher and higher and higher from there, and the shit got crazy. Okay, but at that point, he like, that's what I was like, girl, just stop. So LJ walks up, like, what's going on? So he talked to Sharissa, whatever. She crying, he talking like I was an animal, he's crazy. He needs to be sent home. I never wanted him, what I'm saying? I was trying to talk to him and get to know him. He's only focused on playing pool. I'm like, girl. And for me, I feel like Alonzo could have come from now. At the same time, in my opinion, she tried to argue with him because he called her out of her shit. And he kept getting hyped and hyped, hyped, and he should not have. But I feel like when he said, like, I don't think you really like me, I wish he would have said, you're right, I don't. And then walked the fuck away from his bald headed ass. But I felt like they both tried to win an argument and shit went wrong, okay? So Katie then will leave. Katie went and talked to him, and she said, I just don't want you to talk to somebody and belittle them. I didn't do that. I'm tired of fake shit, and I'm not, I want to be able to keep it real or whatever. And I wasn't belittling anybody. Now I don't know what they cut out, because all we heard him saying was, you fake. If it was fake, 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 fake. It was a lot of shit, okay? It was a lot. He said, I can call you out. He said, I can call you out on what I see, and that's what it is. It should not be a problem. And I agree. But again, it just got too hype. And it was him yelling with the pool stick in his hand that made shit look wrong. Period. Okay? He ended up leaving. He left. And Sharice, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe with him around. He should go home, and he owe me. Oh, she said the old me would have used that cute stick on him. I said, girl, not what? The fuck is wrong with you, girl? So that whole shit was crazy to me, okay? But he left, so what was? Now Shakira. Shakira have a one-on-one with Tommy, okay? Because Shakira's saying that, I said some stuff in the ladies' lounge or whatever. It has been repeated to the men and whatnot. I'm hurt. I feel like other folks are telling my story. I'm sad, okay? And I guess she hoped Tommy can fix it. I was like, girl, is you going to the principal? Now she bring up how she already felt like she overshared, okay, and that nobody should tell her story, whatever I'm saying, and now I don't feel safe being open because it can be repeated. Now I'm gonna say this, and y'all may not like it. I don't really care, even though I love y'all. Okay, I feel like you cannot come on a reality dating show and then say things on camera and then think that nobody on the cast is going to talk about what you said on camera. That's gotcha. I feel like it wasn't as if she said something privately on a phone call to somebody who then they brought it to people. You said it while filming a scene for the show. And in my opinion, you should not It is her right to tell her story. That is completely her right. However, you also can't be surprised if when you tell people your story on a reality show, they may not discuss it amongst whoever else. Not saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent, but I'm just saying with common sense, the type of shit happens on reality shows. Okay, when you discuss something on the show, it usually is discussed with whoever else. Now, production never told us what the fuck was said, but we know it's filmed. They did not air it. Okay, now Tommy said, you know what I'm saying, he'll talk about it with the ladies, and I felt like going to Tommy to kind of not snitch, but like, well, like you going to the principal about your classmates, and I was like, girl, okay, whatever. Okay, Samson, Mike, Looney, and Brandy have a date. Look, Looney and Samson, I guess they like each other. Brandy and Mike do like each other, whatever. I was kind of over it because Looney and Samson, I mean, they both had their own one-on-one time or whatever, but don't be on a group date with me and then say, oh my God, they is all they all kissing. So what? You're supposed to kiss that man, girl. Kiss that. If you want to kiss him, kiss him. Kiss him. It's fine, okay? But I was like, whatever. Again, fine date. It was what it was. Let's move on. Okay. Even LJ and Trinika, who had a date. Um, I always forget Trinika is even around, not for any reason besides she don't do much. I just never feel like, I mean, she's a pretty girl, and I always remember seeing her and her curly hair and a smile, but that's really it. Okay. Now LJ brought up how he wanted to be more consistent and go deeper with conversations or whatever, and he did with Trinika. But again, I was like, I just always forget what's going on or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna leave that be. Now we do have, the ladies' lounge conversation or whatever for who's going home and whatnot. Okay, now look, Shakira wasn't there. Okay, Shakira didn't come. Tommy told her, stay home. I will handle, the ladies, whatever. You don't have to come. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Now we see Katie. We see Sharice sitting around there. Okay. Now the whole time, Katie is rolling her eyes because Tommy's bringing up how what somebody said, something happened and what happened here. Just stay here. And I'm like, Tommy, shut up. Because what sense does it make? No one believes that what happens there stays there. At least I don't. I don't. In some kind of way, someone takes everything that's said there and takes it somewhere else. Okay. Now, I'm not saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm just saying, fuck the bullshit. Fuck the bullshit. Okay. But anyway, they all recap the dates that happened. It was boring or whatever. Okay, Jamala and Kayla both like Randall. Okay, it's gonna be a girl. It's gonna be a girl fight. They then have to, discuss wants to, which of the three men between LJ, Alonzo, and Justice have to go home. Now, Trinika said she like LJ, okay, that he is intentional with her. Jamama said how, LJ stepped up. Jamama said that Justice is still a crash and burn for her. Kayla said Justice is a no for me. Justice should go the fuck home, okay? Should go home, okay? Now, Sharice then brings her version of what happened between her and Alonzo. Now, how he started going off on her out of nowhere, told her told her it was none of her business. If he wanted to be there, and I'm like, well, that ain't what he's. No, I do feel like she told her own version of what happened, and Katie was like, girl. Katie looked like, why you lying? Why the fuck you lying? Because I wish she would have said just like he got aggressively angry at me and I didn't like it. I think that was a more honest depiction of what happened versus her making it seem as if for no reason he cussed her out. And that ain't kind of what happened or whatever. And so Katie do bring up how, well, no, Alonzo heard you say that you want the barbecue and he ain't like it. So from there, it was kind of whatever. And now Sharice felt like Katie was trying to defend Alonzo. I didn't think it was her trying to defend him. I did think it was her trying to just say what actually happened, because to me, Sharice's version was a skewed version of it. Okay, that's just me. I don't care. So at that point in time, Sharice, like, I don't care, what he said. He said he was yelling at me with a pool stick, and I'm like, oh god, okay, back and forth, back and forth. And Katie was like, look, at the end of the day, you can't instigate a situation and then when somebody reacts, you play victim. I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. I was like, girl, look, it got to me, I didn't get why Katie and Sharice was then kind of having issues, because Katie was who kind of came to, help Sharice. So I was confused, and I just felt like Katie was trying to say more of what started it versus Sharice making it seem as if out the blue he just blew up, and that kind of wasn't the truth. And Katie wasn't fully there either. So again, I'm looking like, girl, fuck shit, okay? So we then know that the bottom two men were Justice and Alonzo. Okay. Now Trinika met with Justice. Now she liked that man. I don't know why, but she do. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? Justice will feel like, I'm gonna handle the process how in my own way, but I gotta figure out how to do the process within I'm like, shut up. Go home, Roger. Get out my face. Now she tells him that the women are kind of repulsed, okay, with him, his actions, or how difficult he can be or whatever, and that he ain't being sent home. But you need to fix some shit. Okay, your connection with me is great. I'm happy you're not going home or whatever. But so you gotta stop being on bullshit. Now Brandy met with Alonzo, but Alonzo ass never showed up. Nope, Alonzo, who had left earlier in the episode after the fight with Sharice, never came back. Now I feel like, Alonzo, you full of shit, bro, because you can't have that kind of argument with somebody and not even come on to at least acknowledge how you should not have gotten so upset. Not come back to at least say your parts. Okay. But I also feel like he didn't really have a connection with anybody else there. So also wasn't a reason for him to come back and poof, be gone. Okay. Now I'm like, but don't stand me up, Negro. Okay. If we supposed to meet up, don't waste my time, Negro. Okay, don't do that. Okay. And so Brandy also brings up how the way he reacted to the whole thing showed how he wasn't ready. He wasn't, and his ass is gone. Okay. Now that was episode 5. That was episode 5. Let's move on to episode 6. Okay. Now the folks still around here. Okay. Because they want to find somebody they like. Now I want y'all to take 1 second and do what? Like the video. Because y'all know liking is the thing to do. And if you don't do that, what else you gonna do for me, okay? Now, in episode 6, after the whole fiasco, Alonzo gone or whatever, it's the men week to send women home or whatever. So now we have Justice, Sharice, Sampson, Kayla, Looney, Shakira, is it Shakira or Shakira? I think it's Shakira. Swayze, Brandy, Randall, Katie, and Jamala, Mike, Trinika, and LJ. Okay, Alonzo ass is out the picture. So again, the men have to do things or whatever this week to date the women, and then the woman will go home at the end of the thing. Okay, now LJ had a date with Sharice. I don't think Sharice has a connection with anybody right now, so I don't know why she's still here. Maybe because it's this process of elimination or whatever. That's fine by me. But I'm like, whatever. Okay, I was bored. Because I don't feel her really connect with anybody. I'm bored when she's on screen. If she had a true connection, it might be better, but it isn't there. Randall goes on a date with Jamala. They're making candles. Okay, now Randall has the connection with Jamala, Kayla, and Trinika. Okay, he still likes the other two ladies, but he thinks his strongest connection with Kayla. Now they have a little talk. He tells her how much she reminds him of her. He tells her how much she reminds him of his mom, which was a good thing or whatever. Now she brings up how she had the lady make them labels, okay? A label saying olive juice. Because when you say olive juice, it looked like you're saying I love you. And I guess that's their little, I don't know, inside joke or whatever. And so she asks him, can you see yourself like falling in love? He like, well, you know. Now to me, he did not really answer the question, in my opinion or whatever. He just says how, what isn't it the point of the label? I'm like, sir, that ain't what she asked you. So the fact that he still kind of doesn't fully answer questions or whatever, to me shows he don't know what he wants yet. Because I feel like if you like someone enough to be dating them or whatever, you can at least say, like, I could, one day love you down the road, okay, or whatever, but whatever. But they then kiss, okay, and they both say, I love juice. I was like, whatever. So again, that's what it is. Okay. Now we then see Swayze goes on a trampoline workout date with Justice, Looney. Who was it? It was Justice, Looney, and Chitara. Now Justice came in a suit, a linen suit. He didn't have this fool said I thought it was gonna be like walking, by the water, some. I was like, sir, Justice is never prepared for what's really going on, and that may be a reason why I don't like that man. Okay, anyway, so Justice did not, jump on the trampoline, or work out on it because he said he had a bad back or whatever, bad knees. He's old. He's only 42. He's only 42. I think Justice doesn't like to look stupid. And sometimes when working out, we look dumb. And he don't like that or whatever. It's stupid. So Looney and Justice have like a little one-on-one conversation, talk whatever. I don't trust Justice. I do not. I don't get authentic vibes from him. I know Looney wants to find someone. I don't want her to find him. Now Looney and the man said they got a bond. I'm like, a bail bond? Girl, get out. Run! Okay, now Swayze is talking with security separately or whatever, okay? And he bring up how, she bring up how hard the last meetup was that she had. How she ended up leaving crying. And that she feel like people be doing stuff to get attention and being messy or being shady. Now she's speaking about Katie. Katie is the girl who Swayze kind of is dating at this point in time, whatever. And when she brings up how she kind of like crying, he's like, "Oh, that was unfortunate. That's unfortunate. No one wants to see somebody crying or whatever. Now he's being supportive of her in this moment, but he also brings up how she seemed like she may not be emotionally ready to be here. And I'm like, look, every conversation with her seems heavy. I don't know why, but it seems heavy. I don't know. Again, they never showed us or told us whatever the hardship is that she's going through in life. So we don't know what that is, what went on, or nothing. All we know is, she feel like people are, using her own life's pain against her to be shady and so whatever. My thing is, I was like, fine. Now, Katie and Swayze are actually dating in real life. How do I know? Because on her IG page, okay, I'm popping her IG page for her. She's consistently posting them dating. This is from 4 days ago. So, usually when these shows happen, we don't see the couples in real life dating. Now, this does not mean that when the reunion airs, they'll be together then. Or we don't know. But right now, like every week, she's posting stuff of them hanging out, dating and whatnot, going out, being kissy, huggy, kissy, or whatever. So I'm looking like she kind of ruined, not ruined, but we just know like they were still messing around after the fact. Okay, still messing around, dating or whatever. So when I see stuff on the show happening, I'm looking like none of it matter because it looked like y'all were dating in real life. So it doesn't to me matter that he's sitting around here talking with whoever else, because we see him hugged up, okay, with Kadian on her IG. So if they come to the reunion and they are not lovey dovey, that would just be proof of they were dating while the show was airing and maybe did not make it to anything else. Now, this also could just be, you know, promotion to make it seem like it's one thing, but it's something else. Okay, now that's her trying, but not me. But again, yeah, she this girl. I was like, okay, this I think was the first post she put up a week ago about them, and I'm like, oh, they keep kicking it in real life. And I'm like, is that Swayze? Is that Katie? Oh, like y'all? Okay. Oh, yeah. So again, it was that type of thing. So again, on the show, that's the connection. That's who she with. And now, you know, we're gonna leave it there. Okay. We're gonna leave it there. She's pretty though. I like her hair and whatever. But again, he dancing around and whatnot. But again, I just wanted to show y'all what she had put on her page about them. So again, I'm like seeing Shakira, girl, whatever, complain about Katie. And I'm looking like, that's his girlfriend. That's his girlfriend. Now, Samson and who was it? Samson and Brandy. Samson and Brandy had a date. Okay. I feel like, because we know Samson, well, Brandy likes Mike. Okay. And what she said, I like Mike, but I'm open to other connections. Okay. And so Samson brings up how you love the fact that she is more than just a pretty face and a great body. She is deaf to her. Okay. He like talking to her or whatever. He got her a little gift, a little book. It was like a little book or whatever to travel or whatnot. I don't know. Okay. And so they talked. Now I like how she brought up, because he asked her like her last relationship. She's like, I never really had one. And I like how she said, like, I've been dating people, but um, I've dealt with men like playing games. You know what I'm saying? It's been like bullshit. So for her, she don't feel like she's ever had a real relationship. I said, girl, let them know, okay? But it was a cool little date. Cool little date. Mike went on a date with Kayla. Mike said, because Mike, number one, as we thought, was Brandy. And Mike said, Brandy is like reality, okay? She is someone who knows what she wants. She says what she wants, and that's what it is. He says, Kayla is like a music video fantasy, meaning she's somebody with sex appeal that he wanted to see why she moved, how she moved. I said, oh, what? Mike is a gigolo. He's a gigolo, spending lots of dough or whatever. But he gives player vibes to me. How was Kayla a music video fantasy? Again, it's they want to have sex. It's a sexual connection, whatever, and that's all it is. Now again, you want to know if there's more to it. But I was like, I didn't like how a music video fantasy. Now Kayla said that she realized that Mike does not put forth the same commitment, the same investment in the connection with her like he does with Brandy, because we know Brandy is his number one. Okay. And she wants to let him know that. Now, when they on the date or whatever, Mike bring up like, random, like, ain't he your number one connection or whatever? You need to be watch out for Jamala, because he likes her too. And then she said, I don't have to watch out for nobody. Now they playing pool, and whoever wins get a kiss or whatever. Now he lost. Or did she win? I don't know. But she was supposed to give him a kiss. But he then said, well, I don't know, because I don't want people kissing on, my stuff or whatever. Bringing up how she's already kissed Rando and she had kissed Alonzo. And I was like, it's weird to me, because he like, because she already kissed you guys. It's like he wants her to only date him while he has Brandy. I was like, Negro, what? And why make a bet for a kiss knowing she's already and she kissed, I think, Alonzo based on the bet, and she only person she actually kissed was Randall. Mike full of shit. I don't like Mike, because I don't like Mike and how he's trying to play Kayla. Okay, it's dumb. It gets on my nerves. Okay, gets on my nerves. Now there's a group date with Swayze, Kadian, Sharice, Trinika, and Mike, and we see two conversations happen out of that group. We see Sharice talking with Samson. They kind of like each other and have like a little bit of a connection, but I also feel like, is it because they have nobody else? You know, I don't know. They could make it. I'm not sure. But a part of me felt like, is it because there's nobody? Well, for me, I feel like Sharice doesn't have another connection. Samson doesn't either, even though we thought that Samson liked Looney and Shakira. Is it Shakira? Shakira. So that was a weird vibe to me. But I mean, whatever. Now with Mike, not Mike, with Swayze and Brandy, girl, Swayze and Katie, and again, they dating in real life. They flirting, they like each other, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He brings up how, he only introduces people to his daughter who's really, really dating. If the next person who meets the daughter will be only the second person, the daughter. His daughter's 8. But it was cute. Again, they like each other. Again, we see them dating around in real life right now. So it was what it was. Now all the cast meet up for a little group brunch. Okay, dress up, they look cute, look clothes or whatever. And Tommy, this happened, I think the past 2 seasons we see this, but they all get together for brunch and they kind of air shit out. I call it the drama episode, okay? And so Tommy said how, saying, a lot be going on or whatever. He know everybody may not be there for the right reasons, or it may not be the right time for folks to be around there. So they're gonna air shit out and talk about some real stuff, okay? Because I've heard some things. Now, Jamala, I ain't put that pictures up because we don't know who it's who. Jamala says to Randall, okay, put all the pictures up. She says to Randall, you need to get to the point of saying what needs to be said to the multiple women who are here for you. Okay, have a connection with you. Talk to them and say what needs to be said. I think Jamala wants him to kind of confess his connection with her the most and stop kind of try to play the whole role of I have 3 women around here. Okay, tell each of us what needs to be said because otherwise it feels like you could be out here playing the field on bullshit. Jamala then says to Shakira, I don't know where we stand, so I want to just clear the air. And Shakira said how, look, I'm just out here protecting my energy because I don't know who I can trust. The men have been very gentle with me or whatever. But you know what I'm saying, I wasn't able to share my story because somebody else did that and I felt betrayed. And now Kate, like, you mean me? Is this about me? Is it about me? I was like, Katie, you know it's about you, okay? So Katie, like, I can't believe, like, she really has an issue with me. Now she said how all I said was based on the issue between like Sharice and Mike, it could have affected Shakira because of her own things. Now, based on stuff that was said, Mike and Sharice's issue was her saying she did not want to be with Mike initially because Mike was divorced with 3 kids and had baggage. That was their beef. So to me, Katie saying that can be a trigger for folk, because people have different things or whatever, and her saying how that could maybe affect Shakira because of her situation. I assume Shakira must feel some kind of way about whatever she put her son through and people not wanting to be with her because of having a son. That's what I'm thinking it could be or whatever, but I'm not sure because we never get a full breakdown of what was said. But Katie said how, like, I wasn't trying to say that to be messy. I was trying to be nice. And by saying you never know how what you say can affect someone else. Now, based on that breakdown, I do get what she meant, but again, we don't know what she said. Because if she's saying, because Shakira was a fucked up mama and the daddy, whatever. We don't know what was said. All I know we heard her say was, how one person can be affected by what is said or whatever. Shakira had the panic attack. Okay, and she walks away. I was like, what the fuck is all this? Okay. And then they all start saying how they feel one by one by one. I was over it. Okay. I was over it. Over it. But a part of me still feel like, and I kept saying it from the beginning. I kept saying, I don't think Shakira is ready to be here because she keeps having breakdowns based on whatever this is that she dealt with in life. And that ain't what the show is about. If you can't have a general conversation with adults about whatever, you probably should go home. You probably should go home. Now, the men all meet up with Tommy because someone has to go home. So all the people standing around here about who has to go home. Okay. Now Mike said his connection is the most with Brandy. He also likes Kayla. Randall's strongest connection is with Jamala, but he also likes Kayla too. He said because she's fun, but I do not know if it's like a genuine connection or whatever. So I gotta see. Justice said his connection is with Looney, but he also likes Trinika. LJ says his strongest connection is with Trinika, but y'all like Looney. I'm like, y'all all like the same fucking folk, okay? Now, who they have the least connection with, it went down to Sharice and Shakira. Now, LJ said Jamala, Mike said Trinika, Justice said Kayla, Randall, and Mike both said Sharice. Samson said he likes Sharice. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised she's in the bottom. I'm like, nigga, no, you shouldn't be because you said she played you around the beginning, so leave it be, okay? And now LJ, Mike, and Swayze all said Shakira because again, they think her emotions are all over the place. Okay. Now, between the bottom two, which was Shakira, and Sharice, um, Shakira went home. I was not surprised because again, she had a little breakdown just having a conversation with Katie. And I was like, girl, yeah, but she said in her confession that she felt like, you know what I'm saying, I felt a bit of relief when I knew I was going home. She then said, I was told so much that I was a good mom while here that now I start to believe it when I said to myself, I say, what? Yeah, you should have went home because this is my thing. And this is no shade to anybody. You should never rely on strangers' opinions on you as a mom for you to feel good as a mom because they don't know you. They don't know you. So I'm like, it was weird to me that she was crying in the confessional about, they told me so much out time. And now when I said I believe it, because I was like, girl, again, she has some things to work on, and that's fine. That ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay. Now Sharice asked, this is the third time or fourth that she been in the bottom. Okay. Her ass should go home next. Period. Go home. And that was the whole episode. Okay. I hope y'all enjoyed this long two-parter, okay, of the review. I will see y'all next time. Okay. I probably will be late. I probably will be on live tonight around 9. So let's look at my channel, see what's going on. But y'all know to like the video, okay? Comment in the comment section because this is a review. Y'all know to also share the video, okay? Share the video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on IG and also Twitter at JayLeesCorner. Okay, I gotta go. I love you all. Bye.